I have to admit to something, Trevor. I am so happy you're on. When I saw you you were coming on here in the schedule, I was excited because every time you host the Grammys, I go into my phone to text you. Dude, that opening monologue on a steady cam, walking and talking, nailing your marks and beats, going in and out of script is not only brilliant, but you just make it seamless. But I don't have your number. So I kind of just say it out loud. So
wait. Ryan Seacrest cannot get my number?
I don't have. I really don't have. I thought maybe
I
did.
struggle to believe that you don't have the resources that some of my stalkers do. This is wild.
But I do want to commend you at the Grammys because
thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're great at everything, but it is really a skill to open up that show the way you do.
Thank you, man. Coming from you, that means a lot. I mean, you're one of the greatest who's ever done it, ever hosted anything, ever captivated an audience. So that means a lot coming from you. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for hosting the Grammys. We look forward to it as well. So do you? I'm very curious about this. You're on every day. It's a grind doing a show every single day. Are there voids? Do you miss it, or do you love that you don't have that schedule anymore?
There are definitely things I miss about not doing the daily show anymore because, the rhythm and the routine. I mean, you know what that was like as well.
Yes.
It was like that world where you wake up every day and you know where you're going, you know what you're going to do. But there's also something that comes with not knowing what you're going to do or breaking it up or switching things around. So, I've gained a little and I've lost a little. Probably the biggest thing I miss is the people, to be honest with you. It's just like the crew that I'd make the show with, the writers, the staff, the jokes that we would tell each other every day. That's what I miss the most. What I don't miss, to be honest with you, is having to keep up with the news in its entirety every single day. I don't think it's good for your mental health. So, now I take a break. I binge. I catch up on everything at the end of the week,
And what was your process to take all of that in regularly? How did you do it? Because it
was ridiculous.
Right?
It was
as soon
ridiculous.
as one day's over, it's the next. I mean, everything's done. You got to start over.
It was ridiculous. Yeah. You done one day. I spent so much time reading up on what was potentially going to be a bill or who was saying what in D.C. and which senator was struggling to get this passed and who. Right. I remember being at parties where I would be in the middle of like having a good time. You had a dinner, you had a gathering. And then all of a sudden, your little notification on your phone goes off, and it's like New York Times notification, and I have to like go to a corner and read
because it's changed the whole.
Yeah,
narrative.
and people would come to me and be like, "Hey, are you gonna have dessert?" I'm like, "Yeah, hold on, I'm just trying to see what the Supreme Court ruling means. Give me a second.
Oh gosh,
I'm just gonna."
That sounds smart.
And then people would also expect me to come back to the table and then recap everything that I'd have to do like mini daily shows.
Yeah, I understand. Trevor Noah with this. I understand, like, if you were in the middle of that and you were at a dinner party and we were having our meal, I would be like, what's the real story? Like, tell us, what are you really hearing? Right? That's what people do. Yeah, we would nag you as well. So Trevor's doing this really cool show. Netflix Is a Joke presents Trevor Noah. It's the Hollywood Bowl. That's a great venue to be in.
It's insane. It is insane. I'm always shocked at how massive and spectacular that venue is. The first time the only times I've been to see Gustavo Dudamel, like, with the orchestra, with the LA Philharmonic, which is amazing. And my dream was always to go there and do something. But I mean, it's such a momentous occasion. It's my first time doing the Hollywood Bowl, and I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited.
So what's the format of this show? It's interesting. There are a lot of different players here.
Well, what I try and do for every tour is think of a different idea that I'm trying to hone in on. So, my material shifts from city to city, state to state, country to country. I try and keep it fresh. So if you come and see my show in Los Angeles, I don't want it to be the same as if you saw my show at like Red Rocks in Colorado, or if you came and saw my show in like, Sydney, Australia. I don't want it to be exactly the same. There'll be some elements that I'll move from one to the next, but I want you to feel like this was for you. So that's one thing I make, I change with the formats. This year I'm rolling with one opening act, a good friend of mine, Will Sylvince. And so we have like a very specific routine that we put together, like, engaging with the audience, playing around, we keep it loose. And then what I do at my shows now is like, we have like a huge conversation at the end of the show, like a Q&A session with the audience. We chat about what's happening in the world. Sometimes we talk about the most random things. Like one person just got up and was like, yeah, I'm having this issue in my relationship. What do you think? And I was like, well, let's get into it with 15,000 strangers.
Well, that's fun because you know that people know you don't know what's coming.
Yes.
Right? With those things.
Exactly.
And that's kind of the beauty of it all. And you're doing your podcast where you get a little bit of that too. You got a little everything on your podcast, right?
Yeah, I do. the podcast has given me the long form side of conversation that I often yearn for. And then the stand up is just like the connecting with human beings. Put your phone away. Let's look each other in the eye and let's make each other uncomfortable, and then let's make each other laugh and let's have a good time together. Like, let's be human beings, you know?
Imagine if we had time on this show. Like, every time we're on, it's like 2 minutes. Let's go. We got traffic.
Everything's a timer.
Like, move
Exactly.
faster. Can you do it faster, you guys? But you're just brilliant on all levels. It's been a pleasure to get to know you over the years, Trevor. And I will absolutely have a number to text you in the first commercial break of the Grammys, because I cheer. I get so excited after that open because I'm feeling you, bro. I know. I'm like, okay, he's there. He's almost there. He's 2/3.
Can I tell you? I'll tell you, like, one of the biggest things I do is, like, so I have a weakness in that, like, I take a while to warm up generally, right? This is like my thing. It's because I observe, I see what's happening. But now when you're doing live TV and you're doing a big show, you can't warm up, you know? I can't, like, start the show and be like, well, that was interesting. Welcome to the Grammys, folks. Wow. Oh, let's see how this goes. You can't do that. And so genuinely, in my head, I always think of Ryan Seacrest on American Idol, and I always think of how you would say, this is American. And I'll go like, I would think of that, and I'll go like, yo, man, that guy kicks off the show. He doesn't make you think the show's gonna start, that the show might get better. He makes you feel, Ryan Seacrest lets you know that this is American, and you say, and I promise you, I think that in my head, and I go like, all right, Ryan Seacrest for the beginning, Ryan Seacrest for the beginning, Ryan Seacrest for the beginning, and then I settle into Trevor Noah at the end. So
Dude,
maybe the reason you like it is because you like what you do. Maybe that's what it is.
Yes, it's like looking in a mirror.
Exactly.
Thanks, bro. Great to see you, man. Continued success. Tickets to
Thank you
Netflix
so
as a
much.
Joke presents Trevor Noah at the Hollywood Bowl May 11th are on sale now. Ticketmaster.com. See you soon, man.
Thank you so much, brother.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, that's fun. Wow, I can't wait to text him. Seriously, that's going to
But
be
did
so
you get his
exciting.
number?
No, I forgot to get his number.
Oh,
Michaela,
my
Ruby.
gosh.
Wait,
He's
is he
already
gone?
gone.
He's
He's
not
gone.
Is he gone?
Yeah, he's
gone.
gone.
Oh, wow.